So for today's video, I'm just going to show you a quick routine that you can do right before bed to kind of get the back and really the lower body kind of loosened up. Most likely you've been sitting at a desk all day, maybe you even went and did a workout or some cardio, but we want to make sure that we stretch out a little bit, kind of calm the nervous system down before we try to lay down and go to sleep. So there's going to be a stretching routine. It's not very, very long. We're looking at like 3 to 5 minutes, and really the last portion is just going to be some breathing drills that we're going to do. So I'm going to do these along with you. You can kind of follow along for this. So the first thing that we're going to do is just press ups for the lower back. You're going to lie flat like this, bring the hands out. I want to make sure that my glutes and my abs are relaxed. I push up slowly, as high as I can get, feeling that stretch in the lower back. Pause a split second, and then I come down. We're doing 5 of these. Up, peek out, relax, and then come back down. Just make sure you keep those glutes and the abs relaxed. Now this isn't upward facing dog. This is really just a decompression technique for the lower back. That's why I'll let my shoulders slouch just a little bit on this, and I wouldn't want that for upward facing dog, because I'm trying to keep these other body parts relaxed. You might get a little bit of improvement every time you press up on this. Let me do one more. And then relax down. From there though, we are going to go into child's pose. So I'm going to put my knees out and I'm going to come down like this. I'm going to rest down. I go wider with the knees because I want to be able to compress my body in. If my knees are close together, I can't really do that. Pause there for a split second. What I'm going to do next though is I'm going to get a little bit of rotation in my upper back, my thoracic spine. So I'm going to take my arm, I'm going to slide it through like this. I'm going to bring this other arm more this way. I'm going to turn my head, and this right here just rotates my upper back. So you're going to feel this stretch in the upper back. It will hold maybe 5 to 10 seconds. I'll slide out of it. I'll put my hand here. I'm going to take this arm, I'm going to slide it through, and then I'm going to rotate. And the big thing here is just making sure that you're breathing into the belly. One of the things that I want to do is focus on breathing through my nose into my stomach, and don't do shallow shoulder breathing. We want to calm the nervous system down, and we do that through diaphragmatically breathing into the belly here. So after we do that, you're going to come up on all fours like this, and then you're going to do cat-cow. Okay, so this is yoga deal. Hands stacked underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. I'm going to breathe out. As I breathe out, I'm going to push through my hands, tuck my head, and we're really trying to get movement out of this thoracic spine, the upper back. Pause, breathe in, and then I'm going to bring my shoulders out, and I'm really reaching through my chest here, pulling up. And I do about a 3 breathing pattern, meaning I just breathe in for 3 seconds, I hold for 3 seconds, breathe out for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Hold for 3. 1, 2, 3. Breathe in for 3. 1, 2, 3. Hold for 3. 1, 2, 3. We're going to do this one more time. And we're only going to cycle through that 3 times. Now you could do more if you wanted to. So if you want to do 5, 10, whatever, you could always do that. Up to you. After that, we're going to get the thoracic spine moving in even more. We're going to do what's called an open book. So I'm going to lie on my side like this, stack my shoulder underneath like this, and I want these 2 shoulders stacked. I can always put a pillow under here if it's uncomfortable for you. Knees up to belt line, 90-degree angle right here. I'm going to take a deep breath in. Then as I exhale, I'm going to reach this arm back this way. I'm going to track that with my head and my eyes. Go back as far as I can. Pause, and then come back. We're going to do this 3 times per side. Deep breath in. Exhale. Let this roll across, track with my eyes. I should get a little bit of an improvement. Come back. I don't want my knees to separate with this either. So if you're having that, you're kind of exceeding your range of motion that you have there. So just be mindful of, we don't want the knees to lift up. Good. And then I'm going to switch sides. So Stacking the shoulder underneath, bringing my knees up, making sure they're meeting my belt line here. Stack, deep breath in, and then exhale. Back up, a little bit. Good, and one more. Deep breath in. Good. After that, we're going to go into just a seated position here on the ground with the knees bent, and I'm really trying to stretch the IT band here and into my glute. So I'm propped up like this. I don't want my shoulders rounded. I'm going to take this, I'm going to drop this leg in. So my feet are flat now. So they're here, and I drop this in like that. As I do that, I'll feel that stretch in the glute, in the hip, and then across that IT band. I want to make it sure that my butt, my sits bones are on the ground. So I'm not just going like this and rotating, right? I could do that if I wanted to. But I want to keep my butt bones on the ground as I drop that down. I'll come up and then I'll do the other side. Hold it maybe 3 seconds, 3 to 5. And then up. And then the other side. And this is important with all these because we're trying to keep that back, not only the lower back, but the upper back mobile. And making sure there's any tightness in the hips or the glutes that we get rid of before we lay down for bed. Like I said, most likely we've been sitting at a desk or at home on a couch, which we need to be moving more. But most likely people are doing that. So this is just kind of unwinding all of that a little bit, right? And you can do this throughout the day. You don't just have to do this here. I can do this first thing in the morning before a workout, whenever, right? So after that, I'm going to keep my feet here. We're going to go into a shin box or a figure 4 where I'm going to drop my legs like this. If I have to sit like this, it's uncomfortable. Put your hand behind you so you can prop your body up. I'm going to hold this, and then I'm going to rotate. Place a hand here, turn my head, rotate, get that stretch through here. And then what I like to do is then lean away from that, because then I get it right up in the QL or the ASIS and my TFL, the front part of my hip here. And then I'll feel that go down. I'll come here. I need to rotate to that other side, which I could do without hands, or if I needed to, I could always prop and then come here. So I'm here, place the hand back here, and then turn the head, feel that rotation, breathe into the belly, get that stretch through my obliques and through the internal components of my core, and then lean away a little bit. Feel that stretch through here. Come up, I'm going to go back to this other side, okay? But this time I'm not going to rotate. What I'm going to do is my knee is here and it's facing that direction. I'm going to place my hands on either side of that so that they're parallel to each other. I'm going to bow down, tuck my head, and I'm going to stretch my glute. Bow like that. 5 to 10 seconds, I'll come up, switch sides. Here, that's going that direction. Place like this, and I'll actually show you forward facing, so it's here. Hands like that, and then I bow down. Stretch that glute, 5 to 10 seconds. Like I said, you could do these more if you wanted to, if you're in a hurry. Perhaps, maybe cut out something or move something so that you're at least getting some type of stretching in. Last thing that we're gonna finish with is for the parasympathetic nervous system. So we're trying to calm down the nerves, which is what we're trying to do not only with the stretches, but this breathing drill. Bring everything down from a heightened state. A lot of people shoulder breathe, and because of that, they're in a high alert state, right? It's fight or flight. We want to bring all of that back down and calm that parasympathetic nervous system. And we're going to do that through diaphragmatic breathing, which we've been trying to do this whole time, but this is just the practice of doing that. So I'm going to lie flat on my back. I'm going to place a hand over my belly and then one over my chest. And I'm going to try and breathe into the hand on my belly and not the hand on my chest. So what I should feel is movement on my belly and not in my shoulders and on my chest. So I'm here. We breathe through the nose. And we usually do a breathing box in. So maybe I breathe in for 3 seconds, 4 or 5 seconds. I hold for that same amount of time, and then I exhale slowly through my nose or through my mouth for that same amount of time. I pause for that same amount of time, and that's how we create that breathing box in. So let's do a 3-second inhale. We'll do that. Those 3 seconds. 2, 3. Hold. 1, 2, 3. And then we exhale. 1, 2, 3. And then we hold that exhale where we're not doing anything. 1, 2, 3. And then we repeat, okay? Good. Now, I'm going to stop there because you don't want to watch a video of me just redoing that the whole time. I want most of my clients, most of the people that watch this video, if you're going to do this, I want you to do it for about 2 minutes. And that's kind of like the minimum, right? Get 2 minutes of it, and that'll help with calming down that nervous system so that by the time you go to bed, and you use this in your routine so your body knows, hey, I'm doing the routine now, your brain starts prepping for sleep. But we do this to calm everything down. That way you're not sitting there thinking about all the stuff that you need to get done for that. We calm the brain down, right? We start running over those lists in our head. You're going to be a heightened state. You're no longer breathing into the belly. You're using the shoulders to breathe. And then you're not getting deep, true sleep. So, hope this helps. Do that for that 2 minutes at the end every single time. If I had to skip everything and I could only do one thing, honestly, I would do the breathing. I would set that precedence first. And then anything else, I would try and just incorporate after that if I had to, right? If I was limited for time, really focus on the breathing first, and then we could get into the stretching after that if you needed to reverse it. But if not, do those stretches first, always, and then end with the breathing technique at the end. I hope this video helps. If you guys like it, definitely hit the like button for me. Subscribe. I'll have more of these videos coming out shortly. And let me know if there's anything that you want to see. If it's more of the stretching routine, supplement reviews, fitness tech stuff, medical exercise stuff, MoveNat, any of that, let me know in the comment section and I will definitely get those videos made for you. Or if I don't know what it is, I'll point you in the right direction of where there is very, very good trusted information. Thanks for watching, guys.